Let's play some trivia. Chris, what cigar manufacturer was founded in 1895 and has roots in Cleveland, Ohio?
J.C. Newman.
That is correct. Second question.
Yeah.
Which cigar manufacturer still produces cigars in their 112-year-old factory in Tampa, Florida?
J.C. Newman.
Correct again.
Yep.
All right, last one.
Okay.
Can you go 3 for 3?
Probably.
Who are the creators of the Diamond Crown, Brick House, and the American Cigar?
J.C. Newman.
That is right. Gosh, you know what? They say you look dumb, but you're pretty smart.
Trivia is my thing.
I like it. To explore everything J.C. Newman has to offer and a chance to win a free Diamond Crown whiskey set, visit jcnewman.com/hot ticket. The whiskey set includes 2 Diamond Crown Whiskey Rocks glasses, whiskey rocks, and a set of tongs. All the hardware you need for a perfect drink. Again, enter a chance to win by visiting www.jcnewman.com/hot ticket. I literally just hit record as you said that. I'm going to cut that out. Pretty crazy though, huh?
People are just going to hear us laughing. Like, what are they laughing about? We can't tell you.
Yeah, definitely can't say it.
Non-disclosure agreements.
I'd be buried in the fucking ocean. I'd be literally bricks tied to my ankles, thrown overboard. I don't want any of that. I want no part of that. You ever had these things? Sorry, I didn't bring you one. I feel bad.
No.
But I brought myself 2.
Spicy.
Ranch waters? Yeah, it uses
Dude,
agave, which is essentially just tequila. But they're delicious. It's basically a seltzer with tequila, but this one has jalapeno in it.
Ranch is way too savory. Why would they put that in a liquid form?
Yeah, it's weird. It's a dressing, not a drink.
Just Hidden Valley, just with added alcohol.
What happens, dude, what if they did that?
I don't know if the milk would last.
No, hold on. Hear me out. Not for ranch dressing.
Oh.
But think about if you were to make a ketchup flavored soda. Or the condiment sodas.
Condiment soda?
What would be the ultimate condiment soda?
Pickles.
Oh, yeah, because pickles are pretty versatile in terms of being able to put pickle juice in things.
Yep.
There's a lot of things that are pickle flavored, pickle juice. Especially if it's a dill.
Yeah.
Oh, dill pickle soda?
Probably not on the list.
But is
thinking like onions.
Is a pickle technically a condiment?
It's
a vegetable.
It's a topping. I know that.
It's a topping. Well, the cucumber's the vegetable. Then it gets pickled and becomes a pickle.
That's true.
But what about condiment? Squeeze bottle.
Ooh, okay. Would be a good drink. I mean, I do like buffalo sauce.
Oh, buffalo soda. Oh no.
I do like it.
I think like a sweet maple barbecue.
That would be good. I think
that'd make it good. Because you know what it would be? Dr. Pepper.
Pretty much.
Is Dr. Pepper just not barbecue soda?
Can anybody describe the flavor of Dr. Pepper?
No, it's barbecue soda is what it is. That's Dr. Pepper.
What type of simile can you make from a Dr. Pepper in terms of flavor?
Dude, there's 23 flavors. You'll never know any of them.
You'll never fucking know.
Yeah, what else? What else would be like a good soda that you could make into a soda? You could have like a soy soda.
Ooh, what? I can maybe see
you get into the Asian market.
Super salty.
It'd be very salty. It'd be a very salty soda.
Isn't
there already a ton of sodium in normal pop?
Probably.
Could you imagine also adding the element of soy sauce?
No shit.
I'm surprised they don't do, because they have those flavor testers, and then different flavors of ice cream don't necessarily come from certain extracted fruits. It's all artificial. It's mostly artificial flavored. I remember watching this show one time on Comedy Central where the guy goes and he gets to make his own ice cream flavors, and he made one that's poop flavored, and he served it it was at a creamery, and he was working behind. It was called his name is Nate something. He's really funny. It was a funny show. And he made a shit flavored ice cream and then was serving it to people. And there's people who are like, it's pretty good.
Oh,
and then I remember one person's literally tastes like shit.
What I like is
they could make any flavor. Like they could do anything.
You could tell which people actually have tasted the flavor of shit based on their response.
Yeah, they're like literally taste like shit and be like, you've tasted shit
You've
before.
had shit before.
I think the people who are like, that's not bad. It was just probably a peculiar thing. And they're like,
yeah, exactly.
But he was able to go into a lab and get all these things made. So like you could essentially artificially make anything.
What about salsa?
Ooh.
Salsa soda.
Like a pineapple salsa soda, maybe a corn salsa soda.
Salsa soda.
Or a Southwest. Dude, I'm telling you.
Southwest could be good.
This is a whole new lane. I think condiment sodas could be a whole new lane.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, imagine having like a mustard seltzer.
You know, if done right, it'd probably work.
Oh, what about mayo?
Oh, yeah, I think, exactly. You start getting
creamy stuff. I don't know. You can't do creamy stuff. Like you couldn't do ranch.
No.
Ranch creamy.
Anything with milk.
Yeah, anything that's milk based for sure. No, or like super high in fat. You couldn't do.
What about a good Indian curry?
Oh, like a tikka soda.
Yeah.
Oh,
know.
That sounds like heartburn. Dude, you could do that. Yeah, you could expand it to different regions of the world.
Yeah.
Just based on like certain condiments. You know, you have like the Asian market, you've got the Latin market. Basically, my head's just going down the aisles of Kroger right now.
Yeah, no, me too.
Just figuring out like what's next to each other. I think you could do it. I really do think you could do it.
You know, you could probably pull off a horseradish.
Oh, dude, that would be disgusting.
It would be a little rough.
What is just a pasta sauce soda? Oh, that's gross.
Yeah.
That's fucking gross. It'd be real tangy.
Yeah.
Ugh. That would not be good.
What do they use with shrimp?
Cocktail sauce.
Cocktail sauce.
That actually probably wouldn't be bad because there's kind of a sweet, spicy thing to cocktail sauce.
Mm-hmm.
What about a sweet and sour sauce?
That would be great.
Sweet and sour soda.
I think that would work.
I think that could definitely work.
I think that would work really well.
Dude, we should try it. We should get one of those little soda makers and then see if we can let's see if we can get our own flavors made and then just put them in the soda maker.
Okay.
Because the only thing you have to have is flavor packs. And if we can get custom flavors made.
That's true.
Like, why not?
That's true.
Contract a company, call them and say, hey, I want an artificial flavor pack for a soda that is sweet and sour. And we can just start experimenting. Just do all kinds of different shit. If you're listening to this episode, there's probably still a few of you left. I'm curious if there's anybody that has a really good idea for a soda, an artificial soda flavor.
Because there's really no savory soda.
Not really. I don't think so.
They're all sweet treats usually.
Yeah. I mean, you have some that are sour and sweet, which really does kind of give you a savoriness, but not really like savory.
Yeah.
It's either kind of the one side or the other.
Maybe like a good lemon herb.
Oh, gross.
What about
that would actually be easy to achieve, and here's why.
Marinara.
Lemon herb would be easy because lemon is easy to get.
For sure.
You could easily put in a soda. And herbs, you can extract oils from herbs to literally put in. So if you wanted to do any herb, you could extract the oil from it and mix them together.
Lemon herb may be feasible.
Lemon herb is the most feasible, I think, to do.
Yeah.
It's not going to be great. It's not going to be great flavor-wise. Because you could steep an herb like you do tea, and you can extract a ton of flavor from it.
And what we encourage all of our customers to do, it's like, hey, this is meant to be had with your meal. And we encourage you dip your meals into these beverages.
So gross.
Treat them still like condiments.
Oh, that's like making me. Oh, could you imagine having an olive juice soda? Oh. Anyway, all right. Let's fucking talk about some stuff. We talked about this actually. I feel like not that long ago. Rick Rodriguez from CAO departed the organization. He was the ambassador and master blender of CAO. Hadn't made anything good in the recent fucking 10 years. Decided to branch away from CAO and establish his own company, which is West Tampa Tobacco Company. And they're already pumping cigars out. I think they already have some out in the fucking ether now. So they contracted with a cigar manufacturer, Nestle. I assume a previous relationship he had with when he was with CAO. But they have one cigar coming out now, which is the black and white, and they've got a Robusto, a Toro, and a Gigante, which is 6x60. Of course, dude, is that not like
that's
typical
a CAO blend?
Typical fucking CAO. Like, didn't you want to get away from the CAO shit? And then you come out with 3 Vitolas that are like historically 100% CAO Vitolas. Like,
well, he is the master blender.
What? Now, here's the thing. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I like the logo. I do like the logo, and I like the colors.
Looks like an anchor.
It's pretty cool. Now, here's the thing. Are we not just gonna get a bunch of shit again?
I hope not.
Do we think that's what's gonna happen? Like, let me ask you this question. Are you interested in this cigar?
I'm interested in seeing if it's not the player, but it's the actual team. There's a lot of great players on teams that don't perform well. Maybe it's bad chemistry.
The Lakers this year.
Lakers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the head coach is a prick. Right?
That's a good point.
So I'm hoping maybe by switching teams or going to a different team,
right?
Maybe there's some reinvigoration for one, but two, we actually get to see that player shine with a team that is also equally as good and supportive to their roles.
Yeah, maybe. But then also, maybe not.
I mean, part of me...
I don't know. It's like, in my head, here's what I think. I think, okay, you've been with CAO for an extended period of time. You have access to literally any tobacco you could ever want via CAO. Powerhouse organization. You could blend with literally and buy literally anything that you want. Now, were there certain constraints, there's certain cost variances that we don't know about? Sure, maybe. There's probably other aspects to it we don't understand. But really, if you think about it as a whole, you had more access to tobacco than most people ever would, right? And all the money in the world to buy it. And you still make a bunch of shit? How is this going to be any different? Dude, objectively, CAO cigars for the past fucking 6, 7, 8, 9 years have been awful across the board. They're all fucking gimmicky. You put a bunch of fucking dice in the goddamn thing. You make it look like a goddamn car engine. You do all this fucking shit. You bring the Vision back, which was the smartest move you could have ever made.
Best cigar ever.
Fucking Vision, always in my heart. Always 2020. Love the Vision. Everything else is just absolute fucking trash. And it's almost like they know it. It's like, listen, we're going to buy, here's what we're going to do. We're going to buy the cheap tobacco, right? We're going to buy the cheapest tobacco. We're going to roll these for 50 cents. We're going to sell them for $8. People think they're going to get a deal on this. We're going to make it a really fucking obnoxious large Vitola. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to call it Bones. And we're going to put a couple dice in the box. And it's going to sell like hotcakes.
I have a terrible relational analogy for CAO in the form of another industry. But don't you kind of feel like CAO is big, right?
Yeah.
But not that great.
Yeah.
So part of me is like, isn't CAO like the value brand Walmart of the cigar industry?
I mean, kind of.
Cheap prices. You know, pumping out products at affordable prices. You know, you could go to CAO Walmart and get yourself some smokes. Or you could go to like a Kroger or like a Whole Foods and get yourself something a little bit better.
Maybe. I think it's more, I think the whole thing is they're trying not to be a value brand. They're trying to be an awesome brand and just keep fucking falling short.
Well, you got to change the prices. That's what every premium cigar brand does. Hey, it don't matter if it's good. Just jack up the prices. Yeah. Make it a $20 stick.
Yeah, that's a good point.
that works for half of the other brands.
I just think, I don't know. It's so strange to me. Like, if you couldn't have gotten it done at CAO, maybe there's something we don't know. Maybe Rick Rodriguez is like, finally, I have creative control. I've got my own company now. I know what tobaccos to work with. I know what to give the people. Because it may be, it's like, hey, I'm this, I liken it to like, hey, I'm a wonderful chef. French-inspired chef, French taught chef. I know how to make all the best things in the world. But the place I work gives me shitty ingredients. I can only do so much.
Or board meeting at CAO, at the top of a sky-rise building at the 100th level, 100th floor. And he goes in there.
It's not GM.
Rick goes in there with a presentation. He's like, this year, I've created a masterpiece. I shall call it Bones. And he presents it. He presents it to the board of CAO.
There's rolls dice on the table. Who's going to bet against me? And he goes, 6s. Walks out. Just walks out of the room.
It could be like that. Or maybe he goes in there with the most phenomenal thing. Truly. He goes in there with a fucking banger.
And they
smoking like, you know what, Rick?
They rework it.
This is fucking great. But
right.
We really got to stick to that $7, $8 range.
Yeah. And also let's put a gimmick by it. Like, let's do a marketing push on it.
Yeah.
Let's give something else to the customer.
Yeah. He's like, in this blend, I'm going back to my roots and my heritage. And you know what? We're going to roll on that. How about we call it the Tree of Life? Rick's like, what the fuck? It's just the boardroom of marketing dummies.
Yeah, it's kind of like you always hear those tales of people who start like sitcoms, and then they get butchered by executives.
100%.
And a show and or a special is made based upon the knowledge and the experience and the writing capability and the comedic value of the person who wants to start the show. But then you get other people who want to insert their own ideas in it, and then it morphs into something different. Maybe that's what happens at CAO or in the cigar world in general. Yeah, like Rick comes in, he goes, listen, guys, I've got it. I know what's going to take us to the top. And then they just peel it fucking apart, throw it away. And then you come up with this fucking monstrosity called the Amazon or Anaconda.
Exactly. Like, it's a great idea. Let's just make some tweaks to it. But like at the end, it's not even recognizable to the original idea.
Not even the same. Someone just actually reblends it completely. They're like, but what if we used an Indonesian binder? And he goes, but that changes the blend. They're like, but
like it's like this time I'm going with a Nicaragua Puro. You know what? That's a great idea. Let's go with that. How about we change the binder to Indonesian? It's like, wouldn't that not make it a Nicaragua Puro? Well.
Don't ask, don't tell is that part of this industry. Yeah. Who knows? We'll see. I'm actually, like everything else, I'm curious, which makes me want it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very skeptical. Drew Estate announces the Nica Rustica Adobe. They actually came out. I think they announced this at one of their barn burner shows. And I got to admit, I like it. I like the look of it. I don't like the cigar because I haven't had it yet. But the look's kind of cool. Now, the original Nica Rustica is like Drew Estate's premium cigar, but at a value price.
That's what, yeah.
It's not like, here's a bunch of acids. It's not Norteño. It's not the Herrera Esteli. It's definitely not Liga. It's like you can buy the cigar for $7, and by the way, it's going to be really good. The Nica Rustica is actually a very good cigar, the original. The Adobe is the new one that came out, and I like the look of it. I think it looks cool.
It's a nice look.
I kind of like the look. I like that color. You know what? I think it's the color more than anything. So it's Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, Brazilian binder, and fillers from Nicaragua. Company saying that the blend called spicier than the original Nica Rustica, which now you've lost. Now I don't care. Actually, but look at the pricing. So you have the Robusto at 5x54. So it's actually a pretty stout Robusto, $5.20 a piece. You've got the Toro 6x52, $5.76 a piece. And then you have the Gordo 6x60 at $6.48 a piece. It really is a value cigar. And I thought the original Nica Rustica is pretty fucking good. So I'm curious to see if this one does have a little bit more beef to it.
What do you like
better? A little bit
better?
more spice. It'd be interesting to see how it plays out.
What do you like better, Gigante or Gordo?
Gordo.
Yeah.
Because Gigante just sounds Spanish. I guess Gordo is too for giant. It's just too on the nose with the giant thing.
Yeah.
Gordo just sounds like a fat guy.
Yeah.
Like, see all fat Gordo over there? Sitting in his wheelchair?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Gordo's cooler. Plus you hear Gordo more, so just in association with cigars, it's said more often, I believe.
I'm interested.
I am too. I'm really interested in the cigar a lot. Actually, I was kind of hoping I could find them somewhere around here. I'm probably going to have to search for them a little bit more, which is okay. I don't mind searching for stuff. But, I'm not going to like scour the earth for those things. And it's mostly because there's not been that like too many great releases out. Here's the reality. We're getting really close to PCA. Like it's coming up, and some people have announced some PCA exclusives, PCA specials, but not really coming out hard and heavy with like, this is like a brand new blend we're bringing to the market. Again, and I said this, in terms of consistency and bringing out brands, Crown Head seems to be one that just kind of like is always hitting something from month to month. Mm-hmm. That's significant. Everybody else, it's a Vitola change or it's a reintroduction of a special cigar they came out with a couple years ago or whatever it may be, but nothing that just is hitting the market that I see to be like super meaningful. There just isn't a lot.
I wonder if it's strategic.
I don't know, but I haven't really seen it like this before. I mean, you can make that argument like PCA is always that strategic time frame of which people announce things at the shows, and then it usually like a month or two will go by and then they start hitting shelves. So usually like the September time frame on that, like the outside of PCA. So you'll probably get some of that, but like even just the first part of this year has been fairly lackluster.
Well, part of me also thinks like, I think about sales and I could be completely wrong. And there's staples to every brand, right? There's cigars that like continually sell every year.
Yeah.
But for most of them, they don't. I don't think they do, but they make a shit ton of them. So I wonder with the industry switch to these subscription models where you like get that cigar maybe like once in a blue moon, but you're never buying boxes unless you're going to like a freaking humidor or a lounge, right? Maybe everybody's going by the limited release model.
Yeah, I do get a sense of that. I think that's like where Pravada just like gets on their high horse as far as like we started this industry trend to give you exclusive things that you can't get anywhere else, the best tobacco around, all limited production, blah, 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 that whole thing. And then you do see some people are already doing that. Brands were already doing that, but subscription-based models were not doing that. Like brands are doing that kind of on their own. Like that's all Viaje is. Yeah. That's all they've ever been. And some other brands have done the same thing. Like you do certain like exclusives. I do think you are seeing more of that. And I don't know if it's just to keep things fresh and new or whatever, or if it's just like the expiration of using different types of tobacco and not really overcommitting to one thing.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what it is, but I do agree with you. I do feel like I see that more. But you know what? Isn't it time just to have one fucking solid, awesome release from company? Like I haven't really been, the most excited I've been about a cigar this year is the Mule Kick, the 2022 Mule Kick. Mm. Outside of that, I haven't been super excited about anything else that's released. There's just been nothing that's on the horizon where I'm like, gotta get my hands on that. Like, just really hasn't been anything.
I can't really recall anything worth noting.
I mean, there's a bunch of shit that's come out, but like nothing that, you look at and you're like, oh, fuck it. I mean, like you had like the H99 from Drew Estate that finally hit the shelves. I think that was pretty big, but it was like, that was announced years ago. So it kind of like died a little bit on the vine, and then people were like, oh, it's releasing in the stores, and everyone was happy again, but it's still kind of hard to get, but then you could still find it. Well, like that's kind of one I think had a lot of hype around it.
The way I look at that release is like you're watching a huge wave come, right? Mm. And that wave is consumer demand. And everybody's like, fucking, we're riding this one. And Drew Estate's like, yeah, we're going to jump on this and fucking throw out this fucking killer of a surfboard, page 99. And they don't.
Yeah.
And the wave just keeps going.
Yeah.
And then it like kind of crashes, and then it like kind of re-swells, but it's already too shallow of water. And then the H99 is no longer this pro surfer back past the reef. It's like this little 6-year-old child on a bodyboard, and he's just taking a 3-foot swell. You know what I'm saying? Like they missed the wave of consumer interest.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I do think it sounds like it's a great cigar, but I do believe that consumer interest probably died with that one a little bit. Yeah, I agree. JC Newman sues Cuban stock over the American trademark infringement. Now, JC Newman has had the American out, and they've had trademark for the use of that name since 2016, but it's been a part of the J.C. Newman heritage for 100 years.
Wow, this happened quickly.
But then another organization, of course, comes in and says, "No, which is kind of ironic because it's called Cuban stock, and they made a cigar called the American." So that's funny. So they came out with a cigar called the American. Obviously, they don't really aesthetically look similar at all. But of course, the naming rights is why J.C. Newman is suing. So now there's a lawsuit underway for a company that, quite frankly, not J.C. Newman, the other company, no one cares about. I mean, have you any interest in this cigar, Chris, at all?
I mean,
Cuban stock, do you care?
Very American, and if it has like the made in America,
I don't think it was even made in America. That's the funny thing. I still, again, I think the name is ironic and hilarious, but. Yeah, I'm not like, I look at it and go, I don't care.
I just like the irony of any product that has a name that shows pride for any particular nation, and then it says made by another country entirely.
There you go. Cuban stock produces cigars at its factory in the Dominican Republic. And they called it the American.
That's I just fantastic. Find it ironic.
Yeah, I could almost guarantee J.C. Newman wins that hands down.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those things where they're just going to be like, all right, we're going to just stop making it, rename it. We'll take the same blend, we'll repurpose it, something else. But I have to imagine J.C. Newman is going to be the winner.
Fucking George Washington, God rest his soul, if he was still here, would have a fucking few words to say about it with his wooden teeth.
Yeah, he would. He'd come in going like this. Dude, wooden teeth would be cool. Because you imagine the people who click their teeth together when they sleep.
Oh, yeah.
What that would sound like.
Yeah.
Just at night, you would just hear like.
Yeah.
And just wooden teeth. Just
you know my
smacking.
biggest fear of having wooden teeth are?
Splinters?
Falling asleep and waking up with termites. Or you got a fucking woodpecker in your face fucking pecking at your teeth.
Yeah. You gotta watch out for those woodpeckers getting in your house.
Dangerous, man.
Gotta watch them. You gotta really watch those woodpeckers getting in your house at all times. There's all this like PCA, dude. I just listen. I'm tired. I just don't give a shit anymore. Like I don't give a shit anymore about these cigars. If I find something that hits the shelves that tickles my fucking fancy, I'm gonna go smoke it. But half this shit I see, I'm just like, don't care. Move it along. Don't care. Go fuck yourself. Don't care. All a gimmick. Don't care. Eat my asshole. There's so much of it. Oh, this is one that caught my attention. The Alec Bradley double broadleaf.
What?
So it's got
binder and wrapper?
Binder and wrapper are both broadleaf. But the binder that they use, I believe, is a seed that they grew in Honduras. So then it's a Honduran broadleaf, not a Connecticut broadleaf, not a Pennsylvania broadleaf, but a Honduran broadleaf to add a different element to the cigar, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is.
That's one where I'm like, all right, because you've got my attention.
That's a strong style of tobacco.
Plus, I think Alec Bradley, they've put some really good Honduran tobaccos in their cigar. So this one could be garbage. I don't know. We'll see. But I am super intrigued by it. Because there are some blends, it's like I always say, the more shit you throw in there, it could either be really exceptionally good or really, really bad.
Yeah.
This could be one of those ones where you start fucking with things a little bit.
Yeah.
That who knows, soil composition with the seed varietal, what's going to happen. Could turn out to be garbage. But
not many of them pull that off.
It could be really awesome. And I applaud them for coming out with something pretty unique. See, this one caught my attention. This is one where I was like, oh.
What is it?
I'm in.
League of Nine has 9 herbs and spices.
That's what they say. That's what they say. Yeah, and then there's a bunch of other... Dude, going through PCA. Who cares?
Oh, Cameron.
There are so many new cigar brands. I don't even know if they're new. I've just never heard of them, which you'd think is somewhat impossible. The fact that we've been doing this for such a long time. And I go, who the fuck is that? Like, who is that? Oh, yeah. Cigar Association of America launches portal for comment on FDA's proposed flavor cigar ban. No one cares. The only people that are gonna comment are the people that are a bunch of fucking losers, and they sit behind their keyboards all day and they masturbate to cigars all day. That's all it's gonna be. No one gives a fuck. Dude, I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm sweaty.
I remember when Skip made that proposal to us several years ago.
About what?
Like doing our part.
Oh, yeah.
And
be
there
a part
was
of
an online form where you
no, I did. I signed up for the CRA or whatever.
Yeah.
They give me a couple of really shitty cigars every fucking year. And then I was like, I'm not subscribing to this again. They're like, fight the good fight. And I'm like, well, you give me better cigars and I will.
It's like a Cigar International shark.
Dude, they're Rocky, like secondhand Rocky Patel garbage that they put their fucking logo on. Dude, it's just like,
wasn't $35 a year?
I forget what it was. I got like a little keychain thing. That was fun. I just like, I don't know. I love and respect and admire the advocacy around cigars, obviously. But like some of it is just like, oh, let's create a comment page. Why don't you go fuck yourself? Why don't you do something fucking meaningful that actually people are going to fucking care about? Oh, let's write a comment page so we can all fucking circle jerk and just have a fucking stupid dialogue on the internet. Fuck off. Do something meaningful.
Am I ignorant in thinking that while I do commend anybody who can rally the support to be defenders and ambassadors of the industry, to speak to Capitol Hill, I'm just a bill, just a lonely old bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill.
You have like 5 seconds to finish this thought before we got a break.
I'll wait. I'll finish my song.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a quick break. We'll be back to you guys in just a minute. Hang tight.
I'm getting to the point now, my age, my health, the fact that, I've gotten all this social anxiety that I don't even want to leave my house anymore. The thing is, like, I still want to smoke cigars at home, but I sure as shit do not want to leave my home.
Yeah, well, you're perpetually sick, so there's a societal responsibility that you have as well.
I just wish there was like some way for me to like buy cigars without having to think about it.
I think I have the medicine for you. My cigar pack. Curated packs come straight to your door every single month.
Is it
5-pack of cigars, specially handpicked for you? And you can also subscribe to the Factory Direct program and get cigars that you can't get anywhere else.
Yeah, as long as it covers the Omicron variant, I'm good.
I heard they show up in hazmat suits.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that safety and protection are at top of mind. That's so good. You can visit My Cigar Pack, www.mycigarpack.com, just for all their options. Again, that's www.mycigarpack.com. All right, we're back. God, I'm sweating like the dickens.
Anyways, my point was this.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm ignorant with this idea, but while I do support...
Maybe I'm ignorant.
I do support the effort to be voices in legislation on behalf of the cigar industry, and doing so by supporting monetarily, because that's really what this is about.
Yeah.
But at the same time, am I wrong in thinking that the best way to show the viability of the industry is to continue to buy product?
Yeah. Yes, that is correct.
Am I ignorant, or you think that's more?
No, that's a telling thing. I mean, you're going to have to fight the people who don't understand, but yeah, ultimately, yes. I think it's interesting though that it's like, oh, what can we do that's meaningful that people will rally around? Let's set up a comment page so people can get their words out. Fuck off. That is such a dumb fucking idea. And now people are going to listen to this and go, have you come up with something better? No, I haven't, because I don't give a fuck. That's why.
Well, I just think for a second, like, is there an industry in this nation that generates an equivalent $2 billion-ish or $4 billion or whatever the hell it is?
Ain't that much.
That the government just decided to shut down because of any belief that it's taboo, bad for your health, morally wrong. Have they ever just put the fucking guillotine to any industry of that particular size Or have they just taxed it more?
Yeah. Usually just tax it more.
So it's like...
Then that's all it is. It's just money play. We've talked about this before. That's all it is that any sort of regulatory thing that goes into place is all about how can we extract more money? Yeah. Or how do we create a perception that we care without actually killing the industry?
You know what they should tax more? Porn.
I mean, they probably already do, really, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
I don't know how much porn's tax. Anyway, let's get on to some funny fucking news because this is hilarious. We're going to listen to this real quick. So Rep. Greg Steube, a little fucking stupid. Here we go. Fucking stupid Steube again. Getting on camera. Flashes 3 different guns during House Guns Control hearing. Obviously, this comes on the outside of the school shooting in Texas, which is horrible fucking news. I think we were on vacation when that happened. And we're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
Super fucking sad. It really is a tragedy. So then, of course, again, you have the whole gun rights commentary from both sides that occurs. You have the people defending the right to bear arms and to have guns, and then those that wish they were abolished. There's not a whole lot of people that fall in the middle. There's some people that fall in the middle. I'm probably closer to the middle on it, where I'm like, it's not about abolishing or not having guns. It's about making sure we're doing the right things to lessen the likelihood that somebody who's suffering from a mental illness has access to firearms. Mm-hmm. So there's things that I think as a nation we can certainly start on. Nothing really has had any movement in the recent 20 years. And I'm not going to get into a debate around what is the actual issue. Obviously, it's a weapon that can be used to kill people. So this Senate hearing was essentially around okay, this particular Republican is saying, this is my right to bear arms. This is the firearm. There's a regulatory process, or there's some conditions that are going into place that would lessen the clip amount. And he articulates that in the video. So we'll listen to it real quick, so you guys can hear what he says. The ending is the funniest part for sure.
21 round magazine. This gun would be banned. Here's a 12 round magazine. This magazine would be banned under this current bill. It doesn't fit because this gun was made for a 21 round magazine. This gun would be banned under this bill. Here's a Sig Sauer 320. It takes a 20 round magazine. Here's a 12 round magazine that would be banned. It doesn't fit because it would be banned. This gun would be banned under this bill. Here's a gun I carry every single day to protect myself, my family, my wife, my home. This is a XL Sig Sauer P365. Comes with a 15 round magazine. Here's a 7 round magazine, which would be less than what would be lawful under this bill if this bill were to become law. It doesn't fit. So this gun would be banned.
I hope the gun is not loaded.
I'm at my house. I can do whatever I want with my guns.
Got him.
I hope that gun not loaded.
Now that is pretty funny, and he is right, so that's why that makes that funny.
Yeah.
It's dude, he's obviously familiar with guns. Although when you dropped that magazine there the first time, I was like, whoa, settle down there. I thought the video was hilarious, but of course he's trying to articulate that the new bill will limit the clip size, meaning that if the clip size is a lesser size, that it won't fit in any firearm that is, of course, meant to hold more rounds, which of course he's correct. Unless somebody comes out with an extended clip that you could actually maybe part of it is hollow or maybe part of it doesn't hold rounds that still extends up in the clip,
through it.
Which they will do.
Yeah.
They're not going to get rid of the firearm. They're just going to change the clip. And it's just going to be an extended clip that only holds a certain amount and the rest of it will be dead space.
Yeah.
That's probably what would happen. But brings up a good point. It's all that stuff then becomes illegal right off the bat. And it's then what happens? Think about how many firearms I've got.
Mm-hmm.
All of them hold more than 12 rounds. Mm-hmm. Actually, I have one firearm that doesn't. Actually, my revolvers don't.
Yeah, you got your...
They're all 6.
You got your under the sleeve shooter with the spring loaded...
Yeah, my little Derringer. A couple 22s that come out of it. So it's and they're trying, the Senate, Congress is trying to pass this really fast so people can't. It's kind of one of those things, get it in,
get it in,
hurry, go, to get the regulation and to get things changed. And this guy is essentially saying this is what it means if you do this. I thought the video was just funny. Honestly, the end of the video was definitely the funniest part. It was like, sir, I hope that
gun is not
that
loaded.
gun is not loaded. And he's like, I'm in my house. I can do whatever I want with my guns. And I was like, damn, Skippy. I thought this was really funny. The headline to this is hilarious. A man in Japan gets town's COVID funds and by mistake and gambles it away.
How is that possible?
I have no idea. A suspect allegedly admitted to spending most of $360,000 he was accidentally sent and reportedly refused requests to return the money to the town it was meant for.
Holy shit.
So, Xiao Tengji. Why do I use the Asian accent? Can't I just say Xiao Tengji? Can I do that without saying the Asian accent?
I think it's Taguchi.
Oh, Xiao Taguchi.
Yeah.
A 24-year-old jobless resident in the town of Abu in western Japan was arrested on Wednesday. Yamaguchi. What is that? The Yamaguchi police? They have police called Yamaguchi police? That is fucking awesome. Well, this story just keeps getting better, doesn't it? So police said Thursday admitted to spending most of the 46.3 million yen, which is $360,000 of taxpayers' money on gambling. Only 68,000 yen, $530 is left in the bank account after he withdrew the money 34 times in just over 10 days after the town made a mistake. Now, what's really funny about this is, did you watch Squid Games?
No.
So it's not Japan. It's Korean. However, the main character in Squid Games also is basically broke and jobless, but has like a gambling problem. And so that's why he goes through like Squid Games is trying to like recoup the money. Yeah. So basically, this is just, it's COVID games, but it's ironically like a weird similar concept. I think it's so fucking funny though that like the best part about it is like he didn't just get $360,000 and go, oh my God. The best part is that the government actually said, hey, we made a mistake. We need that back. And he's just like, nah, I'm good. like you're going to run from the law. Like you're just like it's magically going to disappear.
If he wanted to get out of prison, he should have said, I tried to gamble to double it.
That's what I was going to say. I wonder if his intention was, I will make more than the $360,000 and I can get the difference.
I'll double your money.
Guess what I did for the town?
I just want 25% of it.
God, that would be so fucking funny. That'd be so funny. Dude, the whole gambling addiction is fucking real when you take $360,000 of the government's money and go, you know what? I think it's a good idea.
It's like, here's all these here's these dollars to go towards pharmaceutical needs for anybody who has a COVID ailment or is in hospital somewhere. And he's going,
save lives or
make money.
And you know what? I respect it.
And
you know the motherfucker knew he's going to jail too. You know for a fact he's like, I'm definitely going down hard for this, but it's going to be like 24.
Of course not.
Oh, it's so great.
Dude, he's jobless.
It's so great. Yeah, yeah, what are you going to do?
In Japan.
You know what I would have done? Dude, this is what I would have done. Power move on his part. Go to another location. They're sending him letters. Obviously, they have a phone number on there. Calls the phone number, goes, you want your money back? You got to pay me interest on it. You don't know where I'm at right now. I'm happy to give it back. If you wire me X amount of dollars, I'll give you the $360,000 back. Otherwise, you're never going to find me. And you're never going to get your money.
Oh my God.
That would be a killer idea.
That's
a better idea than going to the fucking casino and gambling that shit.
Yeah.
Because you see how that turned out for him. Not favorable. What's the next one? Oh no, I deleted it. Oh no. Oh, this is my favorite one anyway. Here we go. Dolphins recognize each other by tasting one another's urine. So these scientists started doing this experiment. Now, here's the thing. Dolphins can't smell. They have no smell receptors. So the only way you could recognize another dolphin
taste buds
is by licking their pee-pee.
Okay.
So they found out through a series of tests, and it was one research facility working with another, and they experimented with bottlenose dolphins, that if they were to take the urine and or other matter, like fecal matter, from the bottlenose dolphin, one that's familiar, a dolphin that they already know, and either they're part of their family or a swim mate or whatever, a friend dolphin. Dolphins, they probably have friends, right? Dolphins are smart. They probably have friends.
Yeah.
They probably make friends. If they were to take a sample of a familiar dolphin's urine versus a non-familiar dolphin's urine, every single time they would go towards and they would lick the familiar dolphin's urine. And it would like excite them and the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So they kept doing the experiment, and then they started going, okay, well, let's take it a little further. Let's get like bring family in. Let's like closer knit dolphin family. And they started to see that the results were like, it was like exponentially more the closer they were with the family. So now instead of dolphins just using the weird fucking chirp noises, now they're saying that there's a way for them to familiarize each other through their pee-pee, which I think is super cool.
I don't know.
Now, how do you start on that experiment? That's the thing that I wanted to know. It's like, how do you start? Like, how do you find that out?
When you're intimately around someone that you're friends with or that your family's with, it don't matter if you're in a crowd. You can pick them out because they look visually different, right?
Yeah.
Is a dolphin's appearance so greatly similar in their own species that they can't tell the difference apart between that dolphin looking like that dolphin and that dolphin looking like that dolphin?
I don't know, dude. Dolphins look pretty fucking familiar to me when I look at them.
But it's because we're not around them all the time. So it's like...
Do you think they look at us and go, look at all those idiots? They look exactly the same.
Exactly.
Do you think so, though?
I mean, think about us when...
Well, what if I'm next to an Asian?
Like, yeah. But here's the
You
thing.
think so? If I'm standing next to an Asian or a black guy, like a dolphin's gonna be like, you guys look identical.
No, I mean by like same species, like same ethnicities. Like it sometimes it's hard.
Did you say methnicities?
Ethnicity. All I'm saying is this.
Yeah.
It seems odd to me, unless they got really piss poor vision.
Yeah.
That they can't visually tell their own species apart.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they can't. I'm just saying from a communications perspective.
Tom was here.
This is basically like, hey, Lucy's around.
Like,
Lucy's close.
Caption.
Yeah, just pees in the water and then it's like, oh, Lucy's close.
I know
I
Tom was here. I knew you were cheating on me.
Now, you know what, though? There is something to be said for this because when I was in high school and I was dating, I used to pee in my girlfriend's mouths as a means to familiarize myself with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think really because now it's a multi-species thing that there's probably something very natural about it.
I just love a girlfriend that has my pea musk in her mouth.
You ever date anyone who's just like piss on me?
Because I'm like
seriously, hey, you didn't answer my question.
What?
Have you ever dated a girl who at any point just goes, will you piss on me?
Nope.
Really? Huh. All right.
I thought I was peed on.
Do you know squirting's not a real thing?
Yeah, no, they're peeing on me.
It's just pee.
Yeah.
It's just pee.
Uncontrollable pee.
Yeah. I hate that. There's like squirting videos, like some magic liquid comes out of a girl if she fucking rubs herself too long. No, it's just urine. Hey guys, you're getting peed on.
Yep.
They're peeing on you. They're doing what this fucking dolphin's doing.
Uncontrollable pee spasm.
Yep, for sure.
Like if you tickled me hard enough, I would shit. It doesn't mean.
What if you called that a porn thing?
It doesn't mean what's coming out of my butt.
Well, it's like it's not shit. You're like, it's not
chocolate.
shit.
It's not chocolate.
Like it's not shit.
That's shit.
No, it's not. It's not shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. It's like no one ever. If you actually believe squirting was a thing, you're a fucking moron. Everybody knew that was pee.
When I orgasm, that brown shit coming out of my butt ain't fucking brownies. That's shit still.
It's still shit.
It's still shit.
Still smells like shit, looks like shit, and feels like shit. And for some, tastes like shit.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're familiar with shit.
Yeah.
This I thought was really funny. Nope, that's not the one. We just read that one.
I thought I was going to say the dolphin recognizes the Queen of England.
I fucking love this because it's such a power move. Florida man arrested after reporting asking 911 to arrest Joe Biden. He called multiple times asking the police to arrest Joe Biden and also to release El Chapo. Now, the dispatcher said, sir, this is non-emergency related call. We need to ask you to stop doing this. And he did it again. And they're like, sir, this is not an emergency call. You need to stop doing this. I'm warning you. We will arrest you. And he called again and did it again. So then they dispatched police to go pick him up. And why they literally, as they were knocking the door, he was back on the phone with 911.
Of course he was.
They arrested him mid-call. He called for the fourth time.
He was on the phone.
He was calling 911 again to tell him to arrest Joe Biden as the police showed up. Dude, I'm sorry, but that's fucking hilarious. I know for some people, like, that's just stupid. Why would you do that? That's fucking funny.
That's commitment.
It's funny, too, because they only hit him with a $150 fine. To me, totally fucking worth it. If I knew I could call Butler County Police Department right now and go, you need to arrest Joe Biden and release El Chapo, and I do it 4 times, and they say, we're gonna come arrest you if you don't stop calling, and I get away with a $150 fine, the night was worth it. The story alone is worth $150. I'll even tip them. I'll be like, here's $175. Thanks for being good sports.
Yeah,
I'll call you tomorrow.
If you think about it, that cost is literally the cost of like an hourly rate of 2 police officers.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
And
whatever the fucking phone bill and all that, the arrest paperwork. Which, could you imagine, because here's the thing. If you're a police officer in Florida, you're probably like, you know what, I'm kind of with him. I'm kind of with this guy, but we still have to arrest him. They're probably like, listen, we understand what you're saying. We're with you.
I just imagine,
but you got to stop doing this.
I just imagine a whole fucking precinct of police officers, and they literally hear it. It's like, well, he ain't wrong.
Yeah, he ain't wrong. Like, listen, dude, you know that people at that police station were laughing their asses off. Yeah. Like, this dude's hilarious. And there was probably some that were like, don't arrest him. Like, it's fucking, like, listen, we're just going to go talk to him. We'll make sure that he doesn't fucking call again. Sure. We're not going to arrest him because it is fucking funny. Now, here's the thing. It's not because it's just Joe Biden. It could be fucking Donald Trump. I think it equally is funny. The fact that he says arrest Joe Biden and also release El Chapo is so fucking random.
It's way random.
Oh, my God. I thought that one was really funny. It's the stupid stories like this that make me laugh the most. Dumb shit like this, I laugh so hard at. When I read this article earlier, I was nonstop laughing. I thought it was so funny. Just because you can place yourself in the shoes of somebody who's doing that and or has to be like, what I do is like, my mind always goes to, what if I was a police officer? What if I was a dispatch person? What if I was the person calling? What if I was the neighbor? Like, what if I was all these people in this funny, hilarious story? And it's so funny when you think about potential other perspectives. You laugh your fucking ass off. They're hilarious.
Dude,
I love that one.
What
it's
if
so
they
funny.
Showed up to his house and on the front lawn it said vote Biden, and people are like, oh, these officers are like, oh shit, because they probably like, he's crazy, and they go in his house and he's got TVs on in every room of nothing but Biden's slurry of non-coherent speeches going at the same time, and all of his family pictures are of his family, but he cut out the faces of Biden and just put them on every single one of his family members' heads.
That'd be worrisome.
That'd be pretty worrisome.
That'd be a little worrisome. That'd be worrisome. So we haven't had a podcast in a couple weeks. I was curious what you smoked over the course of 2 weeks. Anything new? Anything favorable?
Yeah, I think so. I went back to an LFD kick.
That's a good place to go back to.
Yeah, I did the Colorado.
Oh, yeah, the Colorado Oscuro. What a great cigar.
I did the Airbender.
Also a great cigar.
I did that big fucking double O'Hara chisel thing.
Gross. Nope.
I know you didn't like it.
Too much. Disgusting.
I did it.
Horrible cigar.
I smoked it for 2 hours, and I was like, you know what? I kind of like it.
Oh, no. Oh, it's too much. Just too much.
Let's see. What else did I get? I've been smoking Tatuajes too.
Nice. All the great choices. Yeah, I feel myself getting back onto a tat kick because I smoked one yesterday and I was like, oh, this is so good.
Yeah. I smoked the Cerberus.
That's
Guardian of the Farm.
It's the Aganorsa. Yeah, the new one. Is it good? Decent?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I asked Kale if he liked the artwork because he's real big into like
demon dogs,
Greek mythology. And I was like, hey, do you like this? This is Cerberus. Like, it protects the underworld, protects the gates of the underworld. He's like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I was like, well, your uncle hates it.
That is true. I think it's stupid.
Hates the artwork.
Yeah, it's just because they made him look so dumb. It's supposed to be a Neapolitan Mastiff, or at least a Cane Corso, technically a Neapolitan. But, like, don't make them look like wolves.
Yeah.
It's kind of stupid.
What else? I got that Aganorsa I want to smoke. Then that Lancero.
Lancero
I've never seen it before, people. I saw an Aganorsa limited release, I think it is, and it's a Lancero. And I'm like, I've never seen them with a Lancero.
Yeah. God, I don't think I have either. At least I haven't smoked one, which is weird.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Lancero. You know what? It's weird. I do like Lanceros, but it depends on the cigar. Like there's certain Lanceros that I really like the Espinosa, the second Laranja. Is it just the Laranja Reserva? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That cigar in a Lancero is fucking phenomenal. Yeah. But then there's other cigars and the Dreamer. I like the Luciano Dreamer.
Luciano Dreamer's awesome.
I've had it in some of the other Vitolas, the new ones that they came out with, and I don't like nearly as much.
The Lancero.
The Lancero is fucking, it was like perfectly blended for that Vitola.
It's super good.
Really good cigar. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of that.
I was smoking Foundations.
Oh, nice.
I mainly cheapified. I mean, smoking a lot of Charter Oak.
The Charter Oaks? Yeah, but those are good. That's a great cigar.
And like the Petite Coronas.
It's such a good value cigar, though. Yeah. Those are really fantastic. Those are good choices.
Court Reserves.
Yeah.
Bargain bin, man. At Jungle Gyms can't beat it.
Which is the best, dude. People have no clue. They have no clue. I've told a couple of people that bargain bin, I really got to stop doing that. Because now there's certain people I know who live around here that go and hit up that fucking bargain bin. Yeah. And they take all the goodies. Yeah. So I got to stop telling people.
Well, they got plenty of these weird Rocket Patels that I'll never buy in there.
Yeah. But dude, they've had some like good hitters in there. They've really like, you can dip your little tootsies in that bargain bin and find some good stuff.
What else?
Have you been smoking every day?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Because I haven't seen you in literally 2 weeks.
I know. Yeah. Almost every day.
Been a long time. And I'm actually supposed to be gone right now.
Really?
Yeah, but someone got COVID, so we couldn't go fishing.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
I like literally would be gone
Poor
right
Dave.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you said his name, but I didn't. But yeah.
Well, his name's not Dave.
Evod. Right.
I just said his name backwards.
We know
for the audience.
Yeah, we got it.
What else? Placencia.
You're smoking some good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, usually I feel like when we're not around each other a lot, you start really dipping into the garbage.
Smoke the rest of my pipe tobacco you gifted.
Nice. You've been smoking pipe?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really smoked pipe at all.
Mm-hmm.
When it gets hot out, it's just not pipe weather. It's the same thing with bourbon. I don't drink bourbon. Bourbon and pipes go good together.
Yeah.
But it's from literally the months of like probably October to April.
Yeah.
And then when it's summer months, it's tequila and it's cigars.
Yeah.
Like there's something in me that cannot light my pipe when it's hot out. It's a cold weather thing. It
kind of is.
Like, because I like holding it and it makes my hand warm and you just get that nice toastiness and the really good melted flavors. It's like my brain it doesn't go pipe sounds good.
Yeah.
It goes cigar sounds good. Yeah. Tequila sounds good. Bourbon doesn't sound good. Pipe doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
I really have to go like with the seasons on it.
Yeah, I did it when it was like rainy and humid.
Oh, gross. If it was rainy and cold, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
If it was like rainy and chilly, if it was like rainy and 60 degrees, that would be good pipe.
Nope. It was muggy as fuck.
There's got to be a temperature variant, and maybe even a time frame in the year where we need to make a hard to find line.
Mm-hmm.
Like when does cigar and tequila season begin and end, and where does pipe and bourbon and whiskey season begin and end?
Interesting.
Because last year, I went on the bourbon trail. We went to Wild Turkey. It was the first place that we went, and it was for my birthday. You know when my birthday is? Mm-hmm. It's August 21st, so it's hot.
Very hot.
And it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm smoking a cigar, drinking bourbon on this patio,
so bad.
And I'm sweating so bad. I'm literally dripping in sweat, and I'm like, this does not feel good.
There's something about it when that nicotine rush hits you. If you have an empty stomach. And you got,
especially in the heat,
and you got caffeine in the heat, man, you get real just.
Yeah, I have a hard time smoking cigars when it's really hot out, unless I'm on a beach and there's a breeze, or I can like stand in the water or whatever. Because we were smoking on vacation, and we had a pool at our Airbnb. It was a nice pool, and I just basically sat in the pool the whole time and got burnt, and it was fantastic.
Sounds awesome.
I was drunk as shit, but I was smoking cigars just in the pool, just like lounging in the pool. If I wasn't in the pool, it's 95 degrees, high humidity, sun blazing on you. It would feel like it would make me sick. I'd be like, this is too much. But when you're in the pool and it's nice and cool, oh my God, there's nothing better. It was like tequila on the side, and then I had cigars smoking it literally on this fucking raft, just floating like a goddamn beached seal, just like floating around the water. It was fantastic. Although I was pretty sick when we got, I didn't feel bad, but I had this bad cough and I thought for sure, I was like, oh, I have COVID. Cause I started to like lose taste. Like cigars didn't taste like anything. But then like after like 2 days, it's like, oh, there's the flavor. It's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. It's coming back. And then it finally came back and it was fine. But
that's good. I
didn't get to smoke as much as I wanted to, although I smoked a lot. So that's the funny thing. I didn't smoke as much as I wanted to, but I probably smoked 4 cigars a day.
Consumer.
Yeah. I probably had 3 or 4 a day.
Yeah.
But I really, here's the thing. I brought like 8 cigars with me and I only came back with 1. And then I went to 2 cigar lounges while I was there. So I did actually smoke a lot. And I think Mark gave me a Juarez. So I did.
Oh, that's sweet.
I definitely smoked quite a bit, but
that's sweet.
Not as much as I wanted to go to a couple more lounges. I went to a nice lounge in Tampa and then went to another one in Clearwater. And they were pretty cool. But I was hoping to like get different stuff. Like I was like, I really like an Opus X. I'd really like to go. Like I like that on vacation. Like just, get something that I typically don't get around here. And I didn't really do that.
Yeah. Vacation cigar.
Yeah. When you're in Tampa, you're going to pay $30 or more for an Opus. Yeah. You're just going to pay more money. The cool thing is everyone down there is you can smoke and drink, which is fantastic.
That is such a good combo.
Oh, dude.
Drinking and smoking.
It's Florida, Pennsylvania, Michigan. They're so friendly for that. It's the best. Like the fact that you can go to a bar. So when we went to the place in Tampa, it was like this giant fucking mall. So I went with Lauren and Carol and they just went and did their thing. And I was like, there's a cigar lounge here. So I'm just going to walk and mosey on over here. And dude, it was awesome. Full fucking service bar, all the alcohol in the world, pretty awesome humidor. And I was the only one in there. So I sat at the bar by myself with this bartender who was just like cleaning glasses. And I'm sitting there watching F1 on my phone, just smoking and drinking. That's like the world I love being in.
That's sweet.
It was fantastic. Anyway, we got to wrap up this episode. It's good to be back. We are likely going to start doing every other week for the podcast for this foreseeable future. Not because I don't want to talk to everyone, not because I don't want to do the podcast. It's because I'm going to be atrociously busy over the next few months with work stuff, and I'll be out of town. So I'll be traveling quite a bit more than I usually do. So we'll do probably every other week, and then we're just going to put out a bunch of content on social media. So there you go. That will conclude episode 243. Good to be back. We'll be back at you maybe next week. Actually, no, I'll be in Vegas next week. We'll be back at you in 2 weeks with episode 244. See you, everyone.